Wait a minute, is this the actual iPhone 14 Pro models? Because if so, that purple color is looking pretty good. Get ready, because it's that time again where we are so close to the Apple event now that we are seeing a ramp up of leaks and news surrounding both the iPhone 14 and the Apple Watch Series 8, and I have some very interesting and exciting last minute leaks to cover before we finally see these products announced at Apple's September 7th event. And this may give you a clear indication of where Apple's future products are headed and why the iPhone 14 may turn out to be the hottest phone Apple has ever released. So do me a favor, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button before the event so you stay up to date, and actually go to the comments right now and let me know what iPhone 14 model you're planning to pick up and what would be the best model to potentially do a giveaway with. Not that I'm planning that or anything. Now, like every year, once the official iPhone event date is announced, we tend to get a lot of clarity about these new products in ways that we don't usually from the beginning of the leaks and rumors season from the start of the year. Why is this? Why does it always seem like at the last possible second there's always some sort of magical leak bomb where we actually start to see materials, color finishes, or even hands-on of products like the iPhone 14 literally a week before the event? Well, it's simple. During the design stages of these products, very few high-level people have access to exactly what the plans are for this year's iPhone. As the time progresses and as we pass through more advanced stages of development, more and more people get access to this information, and what used to be a close secret between just the iPhone team now has to be shared out with multiple suppliers and manufacturers, and on top of that, once it's actually time to start manufacturing these products, usually a month before the device launches, as is happening right now, that is when the physical design information is most prone to leak, as it is now literally in the hands of thousands of people in manufacturing lines. This is why 1 week before the event, we are now seeing what looks to be the official color options leak, and actually the first official hands-on photos, maybe, of what appears to be an iPhone 14 Pro model. But let's get the regular 14 out of the way. So regular colors for the 14 model should be as followed: green, purple, blue, midnight starlight, and of course product red, while the iPhone 14 Pro should be getting space gray, silver, and gold. Those are the usual colors, and then also a brand new deep purple color option, which you can see in these hands-on photos, which appear to be either the back casing leak or mock-up dummy units with these new colors. I like these leak colors for the normal iPhone 14 lineup. I like that green will be a normal addition to the lineup, whereas last year it was only introduced midway through the cycle as a special color option, whereas the iPhone 14 Pro colors to me look kind of not that exciting because most of them are the same as last year. However, the exclusive purple color option this year could look sharp. I've seen some shades of a deeper purple that I think look excellent, while other mock-ups or concepts had me kind of disappointed. Like, if that's the new color option and they get rid of Sierra Blue, like the rumors are saying, I might have to go with silver. Normal silver. Boring silver. Sorry. Now there's other new details besides color options, because the iPhone 14 is also rumored to now have a stronger Magsafe connection, which will apparently support a new type of Magsafe battery pack. I'm unsure why this would be exclusive, but perhaps it could have something to do with the size of the phones, as the 14 battery pack would not have to support the smaller size of the iPhone mini, because that model is going to be discontinued. So maybe Apple is going to take this chance to introduce some new accessories. So hopefully that would be in the form of not only a new and bigger battery pack, which would only have to support the normal size and then the max size phones, but also a bigger MagSafe wallet. That's one of my most used attachments on the current iPhone 13 Pro that currently has to fit the iPhone 13 mini. So if they drop support for the mini and then bring out an exclusive wallet that only has sizes for the bigger phones, then that would actually allow Apple to make a bigger MagSafe wallet. I think that would be pretty cool. There's also been a lot of news surrounding the port of the iPhone 14 and a rumored switch to USB-C, and that appears to not be happening for the iPhone 14 models or the iPhone 14 Pro, but it may actually make its way to the iPhone 15. But regardless of that, that doesn't mean we won't see boosts in certain areas, with Apple rumored to be including a faster USB 3.0 speed for data transfer, and also boosting the charging rate up to 30 watts. Apple is even rumored to be marketing a new 30-watt charger alongside the iPhone 14 and sending that out to media when reviews hit. If I were to be a betting man, I am. I'd say that this would possibly be the same dual 30-watt USB-C charger that currently ships with the higher-end configurations of the M2 MacBook Air. And this faster charging speed may also be a hint at other last-minute leaks, because the iPhone 14 Pro is rumored to have better thermal efficiency with the A16 chip compared to last year's A15 chip. So not only is the A16 chip rumored to have better performance over the A15, but it's also rumored to now have better thermal management, meaning the phone won't get as hot when in daily use. Now, there's been a lot of speculation about Apple's Far Out event invites and what this imagery of space and what the tagline of Far Out could be referring to with a new feature from Apple's products. Is this event actually hinting at something? Well, it may actually be hinting at one or two features. And that is because we are now hearing last-minute leaks that Apple will be including satellite connectivity for these new iPhone models, where you would be able to use satellites for making phone calls or sending messages rather than relying completely on cellular towers. Basically, with satellite communication, your phone could be connected anywhere in the world, regardless of if there are any cell towers around. That kind of limitless connectivity expands what already felt like an always connected world into actually an always connected world, and yeah, the ads just write themselves of how useful of a feature this will be, especially if you are traveling in areas that don't have a lot of cell towers. I can think of like when I go hiking in the woods. I did that once. I didn't have cellular service, so with this new feature, I would still be able to make calls and send out messages. The event invite could also be pointing to another hint, and that would be a massive upgrade to the iPhone 14 Pro's camera system. Now, we already know, or you should know if you kept up with the rumor videos this year, that Apple is planning on adding a new 48 megapixel sensor to the iPhone 14 Pro camera system. However, a last-minute rumor is saying that Apple will be expanding the camera capabilities even more than we thought with a brand new ultra-wide lens with a larger sensor. This larger sensor would allow the ultra-wide camera to capture even more detail in lower light scenarios, and by letting in more light, it would add less overall noise to the picture, which would result in a big image quality jump for the ultra-wide camera without using software features like night mode. So with an improved megapixel count on the main camera and a new ultra-wide angle camera, the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max may be the best overall smartphone cameras when they are released, and it's one of the areas where I am the most excited to test these new devices, not only with pictures, but with 8K video as well. Alright, let's talk about the release date and perhaps a surprising new detail about pricing. So, release date is very easy to figure out. The event will be on the 7th, pre-orders should go up that week on Friday the 9th, and then the Friday after that, the iPhone 14 should be available in store on Friday, September 16th. As for pricing, well, initially it was rumored to be a very expensive iPhone season, with the iPhone 14 starting at $799, the iPhone 14 Max at $899, and the iPhone 14 Pro at $1,099, and then the iPhone 14 Pro Max at $1,199. However, some last-minute leaks are saying we may be in for lower prices, with the iPhone 14 starting at a surprisingly lower price point of $749, the iPhone 14 Max at $849, and then the iPhone 14 Pro at $1,049, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max at $1,149, basically a $50 price cut across the initial rumored starting prices. Now, this pricing structure would be much better, especially because Apple is dropping the affordable $699 iPhone 13 mini from the lineup. So a $50 price drop on the normal 6.1-inch size iPhone 14 would be a nice compromise. And $849 for an iPhone 14 Max would look a lot better than $899 because it's so close to the Pro pricing. I guess we'll see in a week what the real pricing is, but I really hope it's this lower pricing scheme. Now, while those are a lot of the last-minute iPhone 14 leaks, those aren't the only products we have more info on, because the September 7th event will also showcase a brand new Apple Watch Series 8 and Apple Watch Series 8 Pro, and of course, there's last-minute leaks on those products as well. And there's a couple similarities with these leaks, with the Series 8 and the iPhone 14. So first of all, we have some rumors about the new color options that will be available on the Series 8. One of those new colors would be a brand new shade of a product red color. Unfortunately though, we may also lose color options because It is currently rumored that the Series 8 will only have Midnight, Starlight, and Product Red color options, and both the green and blue color options that are on the Series 7 will no longer be on the Series 8. But it's not all bad news because just like the iPhone 14, the Apple Watch Series 8 is also rumored to be getting the same satellite connectivity features we talked about before during the iPhone 14 section, basically meaning that an Apple Watch with that enabled should be able to reach emergency contacts or services from pretty much anywhere in the entire world, and that would be an amazing feature for a device that is constantly strapped to your wrist. However, you may need a different wrist strap if you're going for the Series 8 Pro version, because it's rumored to be getting a new design that would have a flatter top design with a more durable display and a bigger 47mm display size that would actually make the watch a little too big to perfectly fit existing Apple Watch bands. I actually talked about this earlier in one of my Apple Watch Pro videos before this actually leaked out, but with a bigger size, it's likely that Apple would have to make exclusive band sizes for the Apple Watch Pro, and that leak is seemingly coming true. That seems to be the case here. That wasn't a pun, so I didn't mean the Apple Watch case. Anyway, now while this is certainly bad news for users that have a lot of bands for their existing Apple Watch already, it's not entirely bad news because while you may need a new watch band for the best look, existing watch bands should still kind of be compatible. But they may not line up exactly with the watch band connector, so old bands would still be compatible, but they might look a little off compared to the official Series 8 Apple Watch Pro bands that ship with the bigger sizing. So yeah, take that any way you will. Now, sizing for the regular Series 8 should stay the same with both a 41 and a 45mm size option, and according to Shrimp Apple Pro, our favorite Apple Pro leaker with the name Shrimp, Shrimp's tasty, the Apple Watch should have no supply issues for the Series 8. They are readily in supply. The manufacturing lines have faced no issues with these regular models, and supposedly there will be no delays within shipping, so it should be pretty easy to score a normal Series 8 model this year. Alright, but those are basically all the last minute leaks and details, as we are officially just 1 week away from Apple's September event. This is probably the last video I'll make on the topic until the event, unless there's some earth-shattering leak we get before the event, which is entirely possible as we discussed at the start of the video. But anyway, I really hope you found this video informative going into the event, and if you did, let me know if you're picking up an iPhone 14, an iPhone 14 Pro, or an Apple Watch Series 8. As always, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.